Kristine. We're doing 365 days with a manifestor. This is day 4. Welcome. If you've been following along, you'll know that each day I try to think of something that I've learned or something that has come to my attention in that day. And today I am really picking up on the need for me as a manifestor to have alone time after being out and about. Because all of my senses are like completely heightened once I'm out and with people, and I'm like absorbing all of that different energy in the open centers that I have, and then I have with my splenic authority, I have a really strong sense of smell and a sense of sound, and so everything becomes like just overwhelming. I don't know if any of you guys have that experience, but it's like people feel like, it just feels like they're talking so loud. And there comes a point where I've reached like max capacity, like a sponge that's absorbed just so much, and anything else after that just starts to run out, and I get irritable, and I recognize that it's in those moments of being overflowing of energies of other people, and I have to withdraw for everyone's safety. And it's something that I used to push myself through. I used to feel like I've talked about this before. I used to feel guilty for taking that time for myself, and felt like I was being a bad mom. And obviously, like when my kids were little, there's, when you have little ones, you don't get to just tap out. You have to deal with it until bedtime. And so I'm really grateful for the place that I'm at right now in my life, where my kiddos are older and they can be cool with me taking 30-45 minutes and just regrouping, doing my own thing that has nothing to do with anybody else. And so that's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be doing my own time, which is kind of part of what I'm sharing right now. For some reason, it just feels good for me to be able to share with you guys in these quiet moments. So I'm curious to see what you guys feel like when you feel overrun, when you feel like that wet sponge that's just absorbed so many other people's energies throughout the day and you've just taken in so much. How does it make you feel? For me, it makes me feel irritable, and it like muddles my thinking to the point where I do have an open mental mind triangle center. See, I can't even think straight. Lordy. Anyway, so what does it feel like for you guys? Do you get that point where you just like are done and nothing seems to make sense after that? Like I'm just continuing to ramble. Or does it affect you in different ways? I'm curious to know how this affects other people. And I'm curious to know how it affects manifestors different than generators. I know generators in general, when they crash, like when their energy is done, when that sacral energy has been spent, they're done. It's like lights out from what I've experienced with the generators in my life. They just seem to be out. It's like crash on the couch. It's not necessarily moodiness as much as it is low energy. Same with my projector. I have a projector child, and when she gets overwhelmed with other people's energy, she does get a little moody, but crashing. Whereas for me, I don't get that crash of energy particularly. I just get anxious and moody, and to the point where I'm like, if someone were to add any more to my plate in that moment, I would probably throw the plates. Manifestors, we get angry. And so I've learned to remove myself before I get to that point. So I'm curious, share your thoughts with me. I'd like to hear some feedback from you on how that works, and what you enjoy during your alone sifting off other people's energy, shutting off other people's energy time to just reground. I'm going to do a quiet meditation. I have some crystals I like to use for grounding purposes, so I'm going to use those and just breathe out and try to relax and just come back to my own energy field. So I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say, and I hope that was helpful to you. I know it's more just ramblings from a manifestor, but that's what this is, 365 days with a manifestor. All right, talk to you soon.